It's the NFL. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it.
There he goes left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. This unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results are pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, we're not awarding.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. It looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. On now is the Packers punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, Herbert looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. Herbert back to the air. A short throw pulled in by Woods. The numbers for Woods last week: 3 catches, 55 yards.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. Now it's Herbert. He'll get the hook up there to Woods. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Lindsey. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. One more time with Lindsey. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal. Lindsey is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end and come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Now, they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. After one, 7-0. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Vikings turn up the heat and they block it. And they're going to take possession of the football.
And that's truly the way to change field position, isn't it? Block the punt and then take over inside the 5-yard line. What a tremendous job by them. You change momentum, you change field position, and give yourself a chance to score.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Lindsey. Well, he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball a 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And he will try to get to the pile-up, but he's not going to get there. They mark him out short of the goal line. They get the completion, but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here we go. 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 3rd and 3. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
First down, here's Burrow. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He's got him in, complete.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Packers.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Herbert's throw pulled in by Woods.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Herbert now.
A short throw pulled in by Woods.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A 15-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. From the 50, here's Herbert. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll go with Lindsey up the middle. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. And the Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that 1st half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that 1st half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Again, Herbert. Complete to Washington. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a two-score game that has a chance to tighten up considerably.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Burrow looking to pass, and he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff, and even better execution.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Washington. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Here's Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and a couple. Back to throw here, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Herbert changing things up. Now on 2nd and 13. Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Jelani Woods. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Balled it to 26, 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Now Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On now is the Packers punter. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And this will be a Vikings 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert back to the air. Touchdown! A 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his knee a rest.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. $51 yards on the punt there. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on his faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. That is caught. And he will have a Vikings first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw hauled in by Washington. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play. A give up the middle to Lindsey. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. A final shot now for Burrow. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Vikings come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially